tell me what the vision is for AI in Scotland?
Yeah, well, the vision for AI in Scotland is to ensure that through this transition that people in Scotland thrive and that businesses and organisations do really well in improving the outcomes for the people of Scotland. AI has huge potential, but our responsibility is to make sure that it's used ethically and wisely and safely to make sure that people thrive.
For someone who has no idea, what is the AI strategy in Scotland?
Well, the AI strategy is a work in progress at the moment, but I chair a steering group that's looking at scoping out what the plans are for the next 5 years. In a sense, it's like a route map of where we want to be as a country in 5 years' time. We've made great progress with how we use our data better, and this is all about improving outcomes for people. But we want to build on that and make clear where Scotland has the most to gain from using data well and then adopting emerging technologies to improve outcomes.
How will people's voices be reflected in the AI strategy?
So I think the most important thing in developing the strategy is making sure that people's voices are heard. And after we've scoped out the plans with a really excellent group of people in the steering committee, which I chair, we'll then go out to consultation and have lots of conversations and discussions with people. My priority is to make sure that as many people as possible, the length and breadth of Scotland, have an opportunity to feed into the AI strategy and to inform it and to highlight their concerns and worries as well as the opportunities for them.
What challenges do you see in developing and implementing AI in Scotland?
I think the first is actually defining what the scope of the strategy should be. I want us to make sure that in Scotland we pick a few areas where we know we can do really well, because we're not competing internally as a country, we're competing with every other country in the world that's trying to do well when it comes to AI. So we've got to define the scope of what we want to focus on. And then secondly, it's about anticipating the future. The pace of change is such that it's very difficult to predict what the next big thing is going to be. But we've got to be on the front foot. And I think the third thing is then making sure that we take everybody with us. I recognise that there's some concerns and fears, as there always will be in an area that is changing at the rate of knots. And it's important for me that people are part of our future strategy on AI.